How's it going, guys? We're back at it. Last video, as you guys could see, we are in presidential elections. We are going to fight to keep our job. Now, we have only had one rally, and it wasn't very popular. So we have to continue to hit up the rallies. I'm trying not to spend any money, so therefore I'm going to continue to try to give out rights, stuff on that end of the deal here. I am out here trying to get people more keen on voting for me by talking good in the press, taking my voting card, trying to just line everyone up on my side. We are preparing for elections. All right. One thing I was thinking that we could do is I would like to lower driver's license, but I think people would actually like if I made it higher. So that kind of is backwards.
Don't panic.
Perfect. She's gonna look into it.
No panic. I'll look into it.
Perfect. He's gonna look into it. Now, one thing I do want to do, which I'm not really doing it for votes, is I do actually want to change retirement. I think that people in the country, after working all those years, deserve a little bit of money when they retire, and I would like to do about $1 billion worth of retirement. So that'd be about, what, 80 bucks? Yeah, maybe 75. About 80 bucks. I'm pretty happy with that, and we will slowly increase it over the months, over the next 10 years. So not right away, because I can't afford $1 billion right away, but this is going to be a huge hit. People are going to love this. I would be happy to give it to them, but I'm not necessarily doing it for, you know, as you see this, but I do want to do that, so therefore we are going to implicate it and do it. Let's just check out a couple things. I don't think that people should have that much time off, to be honest, but I don't know if it's popular. 18 is a good year. Freedom, we definitely have to have some type of control. No national. Okay, see, I do want religion part of school. I think that there should be some type of religion in school, but I'm not sure if it's actually super popular or not. And I'm not too worried about, so there's only 3 people really running. So as long as I'm second, I believe that I can still hit and still do everything. So I don't think that I really need to worry too much. Yeah. I don't want to, I really don't want to do too much. I could give, I guess in the next 10 years, guys, I could really bring and let Congress have some actual power in the country. I mean, technically I could, but I don't really want to. I'm kind of enjoying, but I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about certain things. I don't know. I'm trying to think about what I can do and implicate everything, but I don't know yet. I really just don't know. Ooh. We're able to get a new jet. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I like. You know, I don't know. I mean, I know something I could do, but I don't really want to, because it's gonna, you know, technically cost me something. But I don't want this person to outtake me. If this person outtakes me, then I definitely have to step up my game. I'm okay with this person beating me as of this, because if I actually have an actual option to go face to face, then I can do a little something about that. Dun, dun, dun. Long-term visas. Well, Pakistan for sure. Could definitely do Pakistan. Oh, okay. They have a long-term control. But you know who I don't want? Saudi Arabia. That might have actually brought me down. No, nothing. That's fine. And see, I'll be able to actually go face to face, and then we can actually determine certain things. Going face to face will be a great thing.
Good evening. The highly anticipated debate will begin in a few moments' time. The candidates are ready. Naturally, we will ensure that they are given equal speaking time. This will be closely monitored. We have also set up a new instant polling system to gauge viewers' reactions to the candidates' arguments.
Perfect.
And, in some ways, define the winner of the debate.
Perfect.
Let's get to the first part of the program. Underway now. The candidates will take it in turns to comment on various issues of importance to our fellow citizens.
Transportation.
So, what's your opinion on the matter?
Well, we definitely need roads, but I think building an airport would be a very good thing.
We must guarantee the efficiency and reliability of our transport services.
Okay. I think it's a very important thing. Maybe even an oil port.
What would you like to say about this?
We must guarantee the efficiency.
Thank you.
All right.
Let's
Obviously,
move
I
on
won that
to
one.
another issue.
Army. This
So-
is a good one.
What's your opinion on the matter?
Ooh, a national service. 3 months. They're gonna love that.
Our national defense is the pill.
Very well.
Silly little man.
Coming over to you.
Nobody
Where
likes
do
to be
you
forced to
stand
do
on
stuff.
this?
He's talking about he
Anything you
wants to
want to
force them
add?
in. What a great feller right there. I want to actually raise their income. That's probably the biggest thing that I'm actually wanting to do. I'd like to do about $100 million. One of the big reasons is because I think that the military is what's going to protect your country. So therefore you should be putting all you can in order to keep them happy.
Our national defense is the pillar of our.
Thank
So
you.
that's
It's
one
now
thing
time
I'd like to
for
do.
the second
But it did
part
not
of the
help me. That
program,
sucks. Didn't help
where
me
the
at all.
candidates will be able to ask each other.
Well, I
Justice.
would like some clarification on this matter, which you bet.
I don't really have like
The familial structure is the heart of our model of society.
So that one wasn't good. In order to win this debate, I am going to ask him about the military again. Because mine isn't very strong, so
Our national defense.
I
is
didn't
the
want him to
pillar
get
of our
anything.
sovereignty.
Thank you. We are now.
Ooh, he's saying that he wants prostitution
You are well
legal.
aware of my deep commitment to it.
Wow, that was insane. So I put $80.
Life expectancy is increasing. Society is evolving, and our senior citizens are naturally increasingly job seekers. The state
Well,
must respond to these expectations.
I didn't blow him out of the water,
Thank you
but I
once
definitely
again
won
to
this
both of
debate.
you for the clean and fair debate. Our instant polling system has designated. Good evening.
So it looks like I have conquered the public. Alright, looks like we are staying in the office. I didn't want to spend a lot of money, but I ended up spending a little bit more than I wanted. But not really, because I actually spent $1 billion in healthcare, which I do want to give my citizens what I have promised, and I will over the next 10 years. Most definitely. I did not promise anything I wasn't willing to give. So one thing I could have gave is the freedom of Congress, but I didn't really want to, because I need to be in control of the finances of the country. So with doing that, I can control my growth and everything at a snap of a finger, and I don't have to deal with the Congress. So I'm actually very happy if I can actually turn out and 100% win. And we will find out right here. Take a look at the polls. %15 on the middle lady. That's a lot. Independent movement was pretty big. Bam. We took our presidency back, but not by much. He had a great chance.
It is with emotion and gratitude that I thank those
Yes.
who have renewed their confidence.
We have won the presidency. We have won the hearts of the Kenyan people. We are the president, and we will stay president for the next 10 years. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I'm definitely very, very happy. Look at this. United States attacked our party. What? That is completely unbelievable. United States were against us. That's okay. If they weren't so strong, I would annihilate them right now. But they're extremely strong, and we don't want none of that smoke. That's for sure. I'm just happy that I am the president of Kenya. Now, what a lot of people would do, if they didn't win, they would quit playing, or they would go back to the saved game, or foolishness in my eyes. If you decided to take the presidency over a country, I believe that you should take the good and the bad. You're not always going to win. You're not always going to be able to do the things that you want. But if I got lynched, if I got shot, if I got killed by a mole, that'd be the end of the series. I wouldn't go back to a saved game, or I wouldn't be cheating. That's cheating. You gotta be genuine when you become the president. Transparent. So I will continue this series up until I am, like, I can't play no more. So even if my character dies, I will be the next president coming into my party. That's the way that I think that people should play. So any of you guys at home that are playing this game and enjoy this game, I would ask you guys to take on that challenge, to play the way that I think the game should be played, the way that Everson created the game. So if I would have lost the presidency, I would have had to play the opposite side and try to take the presidency back. And let me tell you, I played in 2022 and it's extremely difficult. It's not easy. It's very, very difficult, and it's not as fun. That's for sure, because it's just a lot of meetings, a lot of different things. It's not as fun as like trying to take care of the debt and trying to give people better health care or better things. So this is what I promised: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different things. This is one that I'm very wanting to do, like, right away, because crime is going kind of crazy, and I think that if I have more severe punishments, then that would be a good one. This one I'm unsure. I don't know if I'm actually gonna like this one, but I am gonna imply it. Issuing visas. I'm not friends with Saudi Arabia, and I don't want them to really come into my country. Pensions, I'm absolutely excited to do this for the people, and I'm very excited to do this one. I'm raising it $100 more a month for my or a year. So I'm very excited for the things that I've promised the Kenyan people. But I'm extremely excited that we have become the president. We held our office. We have continued to have the trust of the Kenyan people, and we will not betray that trust. And one thing what we will do is that we will continue to fight for them, continue to make sure that we have good people in office, and anyone who isn't will be exposed. Now there is, oh man, that sucked. I wanted to take that meeting. I don't know what happened there. Oh man. Ah. Another issue. See, I'm cleaning up the water, I'm cleaning up the waste, garbage collection. I could probably put that up. It's a lot of money. But we can't have dirty streets, so. See, when you get this stuff in order, you won't have these craziness like this. Your country will be basically just a lot better. It would just be a lot cleaner, so it's always a good thing. Alright, let's see if we have anything on this fella that is under surveillance. Not very honest. Illegal immigration still going down. Look at that, 64%. We are slowly taking that out of the country. So let's give them $20 million. Accept. We want to quarantine everyone so it doesn't spread. It's probably going to cost me more than $2 billion. See, from food supplies into contact with germs from sewage, symptoms including vomiting, diarrhea, contamination of drinking water. So that's why it's important that we constantly fight against this. Garbage is so low that it's probably one of the big reasons. So I really don't like to invest too heavy, but some things you just kind of have to. Alright, growth is still average, mediocre, could do a lot better. I want it to be a lot better. We do need to build more energy because I am selling. How much is this? So I'll get 10, but I can't do half of a billion a year. Can't do that. So what I want to do is I want to continue to keep up on
agents that have infiltrated
my energy, because I do want to be a big seller. So I am selling to Somalia. I want to sell back to Uganda, give them 2 terawatt, but right now I can't. And since they are no longer friends with me,
scientific
look at
rigor
this.
has proved its superiority over doctrinal barbarity. A
Taken
simulation
out.
program based on Merring's models.
doing some big things. Wine. I don't remember who I did a wine deal with. Ah, Syria. I think I'm selling them wine. No, I'm buying wine from them. The 12th. February 12th. So I will get back over there. So February 12th. I do a lot of deals with Syria. Syria is one of those countries that is kind of like an unknown, that they are completely, I mean, they're completely rich in goods. Mr. President, my government is pleased with the operation carried out by your country against the Jihad Caliphate members. Even if we do not encourage the special operations of foreign agents in our country, our nation can only rejoice at the result of this initiative, which will contribute to improving relations between our two populations. Perfect. They are completely happy. 100%. Global warming. I don't care about Panama.
Even if we would never take away the trauma,
How much are they
saving the
wanting now?
victims of the disaster will allow them to get
Oh,
on
not
top
as
of
bad.
things, at least financially.
434 million. So I'm not going to give none right now. He will continue to keep bugging me, so. So I think this is the second terrorist group I have actually helped Pakistan out with. Once I clean them up, I think I'm going to go after the issue in Somalia and really try to take out the terrorist group in Somalia. I'm not sure if I'm gonna I'll definitely put agents over there, but I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna bring my military out there. I thought about it, because I could easily bring my military out and start conquering out these cities here, take over all the cities, and then after that leave the cities strictly for Somalia. But
No,
then
thanks.
what's the actual profit my country gets for doing their jobs? Entertainment, I guess, which I'm not about. Like, I don't really want to help them out just for entertainment. I'd rather help them out because of the fact that it's going to benefit my country one way or another. Oh man, I should have did February 13th. So might have this issue because they can't actually supply that now because I'm 1 day late. So actually, let me see if that actually worked. Because the deal is ended. Because it was the 12th, I believe. Yes, so now we don't actually have a deal with them. Now they can actually do my supply that I actually need. So Syria, they always have very low prices. They're my #1 biggest trading partner. I absolutely love working with them. They always give me a phenomenal deal. So I continue to keep working with them. The other thing I like about Syria is they have ton of potential. So if you ever decided to like wanted to play like a fun country in the Middle East, Syria is one of those countries because they absolutely need a lot of work. And they have a great start on a lot of different things, but they need a lot of work. Kenya is the only country I've actually played in 2023. But beware, I will be doing another game with a different country that will have a little bit more military about it. Possible. I haven't decided yet. Even if I decided to bring Kenya into a war or whatever else, I thought about taking over all of East Africa, which would be Somalia, Ethiopia, Eureka, Djibouti, taking out basically the Horn. And the one reason why I would consider on doing it would be because of the fact of Yemen is right there. So if I could actually get a hold of and help out Yemen, or they wanted drones. You're not going to waste my time now, bud. I want to sell you some drones. So I would actually like to help out Yemen, because if anybody has actually watched Yemen, they've been in war forever. And it's actually really tragic on what's actually really happening, which is Saudi Arabia and Iran doing a proxy war, which falls into Yemen. Now Oman has stayed out of the war and
you have
found a way to stay out of it, which is impressive. But it's really Iran and it's really Saudi Arabia that are actually in the war, fighting each other, and Yemen has just been caught in the middle, caught with the terrorism and everything else. It's really sad. If anybody's interested in, there's some really good books out there that talk about it. I can look them up. I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there's some really good books. Maybe if I ever do a Yemen series, cleaning up Yemen, that'd be actually a really fun. I've never actually played Yemen, but I think Yemen would be a very fun country to play. But just cleaning them up. I think Somalia would be really fun to play too, because they're extremely poor. Yeah. I think they actually start off in 2023 at 8.5 billion, which is very low. They're extremely weak. I mean, they have 375 men I mean, that's crazy small. So the only contract I actually have with them is electric. So when's that contract end? It's not a very good contract for me, per se, but I do want to help them out. March 8th. Yeah, I think it would be a very fun country to clean up. I mean, you got Somaliland, and then you got Puntland, and then you actually have southern Somalia. And if nobody actually really knows, it's actually ran by 3 different governments. Somaliland is actually ran by its own like government, and then Puntland is actually ran by its own government, and then southern Somalia, which is actually the real government of Somalia. So 91 was with Bill Clinton over there, came with had a famine issue and everything else. Al-Shabaab is the terrorist group that's been completely devastating Somalia for many years, and that's why there's so much terrorism, and all the pirates that you see on TV and everything else are different documentaries. That's all by Al-Shabaab that's doing the piracies. Now, Somaliland is actually it's actually pretty safe, where the average person could probably go. If you're American, definitely do not ever go, but like if you're another African or whatever else from like Ethiopia, Kenyan or whatever else, you could go there and you'd be pretty safe. Puntland, same thing. It's the southern half of Somalia that is extremely dangerous. Like the Kenyan border is very dangerous. That's ran by the government, which is all military, but it's all ran basically off of Al-Shabaab, and it's 3 governments trying to control Somalia, which is, it's a very big country. And that's the biggest issues going on in Somalia. Will it ever get cured? Probably not, unless a country like, I mean, America stepped in a little bit, you know, that in the 90s and stuff, but we didn't really step in to actually like really help the country. We kind of stepped in kind of like to monitor, make sure that everything was like not overflowing. What really needs to happen in Somalia is like a president needs to come in and completely take out the terrorists, kind of like what Trump did with ISIS. That was one of the best things, you know, after we created ISIS, you know. A lot of people don't realize on how America really created ISIS, and I could get into it, but I'm not going to. I was going to, but then I kind of stopped. It is a politic game, but I don't want to be preaching on what's going on out in the world. Stick it to my game. Alright, we're gonna sell them some electricity. Now, we've been selling them 1. I would like to try to get 2 out of them, because they're in a demand of 1. So if I could sell 2, that would really probably help them out, or 1.5. But I don't know if that's going to be too much, because their budget isn't very high. And I don't really make a ton of money working with them. But I do want to help them out. But I am going to take advantage if I can. Okay. So they will buy 2, but they don't like me taking advantage. Which they don't really have a choice, because they need it and I don't need to sell. And I'm definitely not going to take a loss on my product. That's for sure. That's not going to happen. Alright. So we're going to probably settle right at the border here of their no. So I will try one more time. Had to take a sip of my coffee, but I'll try to do it one last time. And I won't try to be so aggressive this time. I was being really aggressive. That's the only problem I think we had here. So last time I was selling them one, I think if I only sell them one, it would actually be probably better for them. I could probably get a better price for the one than what I could if I actually sold them two, and then I could actually just go to Uganda and get a better price for my other one. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I think I can get a better price. Okay, they're still on the same craziness here. Okay, they actually want two, so they're willing to buy two. So I will actually cut my price down, give them somewhat of a deal, but I can't go much lower because I'm not making really any profit. Yeah, I'm done. I can't really make a good profit, and it's extremely expensive to build these all the electricity and stuff. So I mean, if they want their power to be out, that's fine. But guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for stopping by. Like and subscribe. I'll see you at the next one.